This is my here's a more this is my here's a more detail and a bit more about each of them collection. So huh, let's go ahead and get started.
Chris Rock is a visual effects professional, specifically a lighting artist who has worked on films like Monsters, Inc. and The Incredibles. He is also a visual effects production assistant. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Lighting artist. Chris Rock's IMDb page lists him as a lighting artist on the film Monsters, Inc. 2001. Visual effects production assistant. He also worked as a visual effects production assistant on the film Stealth 2005. Other visual effects work. He worked on The Incredibles 2004 as a simulation artist. Chris and Steve Rocks. There is also a pair of twin brothers named Chris and Steve Rocks who are fine artists, painting oil paintings on canvas.
Huh.
Yes, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, The Three Musketeers does feature a chorus in the end credits, specifically singing the song The Three Musketeers. Here's a more detailed breakdown. The film. The film, titled Mickey, Donald, Goofy, The Three Musketeers, is a 1993 animated Disney film that features Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy as the Three Musketeers. End credits chorus. As the credits roll, the film's chorus sings the song The Three Musketeers, which is a reprise of the song heard earlier in the film. The song. The song The Three Musketeers is a musical number that celebrates the friendship and adventures of the three characters. Jeff Bennett voices the man with the yellow hat and Mr. Rankins in the PBS Kids TV series Curious George. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Voice actor. Jeff Bennett is an American voice actor known for his work in various animated series. Curious George roles. Since 2006, he has voiced the characters of the man with the yellow hat and neighborhood farmer Mr. Rankins in the PBS Kids TV series Curious George. Other notable roles. Besides Curious George, Bennett has voiced characters in shows like The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, Batman the Brave and the Bold, The Penguins of Madagascar, and Young Justice. Film role. In the 2006 animated film, the man with the yellow hat was voiced by Will Ferrell, according to Wikipedia. Other characters. Bennett also voices Professor Einstein in the series.
Now getting into the rest. This is now getting into the rest. This is going to be a long video.
The animated film Penguins of Madagascar, Conrad Vernon voices the character Rico, replacing John DiMaggio who voiced Rico in the Madagascar franchise. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Rico's voice actor change. Conrad Vernon took over the role of Rico, the special penguin from John DiMaggio in the Penguins of Madagascar film. DiMaggio's role. John DiMaggio previously voiced Rico in the Madagascar franchise. Vernon's other roles. Conrad Vernon also voiced Mason in the Madagascar franchise and the Gingerbread Man in the Shrek franchise. Yes, Jeff Bennett is both a singer and an American voice actor. He is well known for his voice acting roles, particularly as Johnny Bravo. He has also provided singing voices for characters in animated films and shows. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Voice acting. Jeff Bennett has a long and prolific career in voice acting, with roles in numerous animated series and films. Some of his most recognizable characters include Johnny Bravo, Kalski from the Penguins of Madagascar, and Clay Bailey from Shaolin Showdown. Singing. While not exclusively a singer, Bennett has often been called upon to sing for animated characters. For example, he provided the singing voice of Mr. Centipede in James and the Giant Peach. He also voiced Tramp and Lady, and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. Yes, Jeff Bennett voiced Johnny Bravo, Dexter's dad, Kowalski in the Penguins of Madagascar and Petrie in The Land Before Time, among many other characters. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Johnny Bravo. Bennett is best known for voicing the titular character in the animated series Johnny Bravo, Dexter's dad. He also voiced Dexter, NDD's father in Dexter's Laboratory. Kowalski. Bennett replaced Chris Miller as the voice of Kowalski in the Penguins of Madagascar series. Petrie. He voiced Petrie in the Land Before Time franchise. Other notable roles. Bennett has also voiced characters in shows like Lilo and Stitch the series, Dr. Jock von Hamsterville, The Powerpuff Girls, Ace, Rubber, Big Billy, Shaolin Showdown, Clay Bailey, and Earthworm Jim, Peter Puppy. Yes, Frank Welker has voiced the monster in the Scooby-Doo franchise, as well as other characters like Fred Jones, Scooby-Doo, Megatron, and Kermit the Frog. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Scooby-Doo franchise. He voiced Fred Jones, Scooby-Doo, and the monster in various Scooby-Doo animated series and movies. Other notable characters. Megatron. He famously voiced the villainous Megatron in the Transformers franchise. Kermit the Frog. He voiced Kermit the Frog in Little Muppet Monsters. Curious George. He voiced George the Monkey in the Emmy Award-winning show Curious George. Other roles. He has also voiced numerous other characters in various animated shows and movies. Yes, Tress MacNeille is an American voice actress and singer, known for her work in animated series like The Simpsons, Futurama, and Animaniacs, as well as roles in Disney productions. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Voice acting career. Tress MacNeille has a long and successful career as a voice actress, lending her talents to numerous animated series and films. Notable roles. The Simpsons. She voiced characters like Agnes Skinner, Brandine Spuckler, and Lindsay Nagel. Futurama. She is known for her role as Mom. Animaniacs. She voiced Dot Warner. Tiny Toon Adventures. She voiced Babs Bunny. Disney. She has voiced characters in Disney films and TV series, including Daisy Duck, Chip, Gadget Hack Ranch, Anastasia Tremaine, Mary Weaver, and Lady Bane. Other notable roles. Charlotte Pickles, Rugrats, Gertie Shortman, Hey Arnold, and many other characters in various animated shows. Singing. In addition to voice acting, MacNeille is also a singer, and she has been a featured singer in the Weird Al Yankovic song Ricky. Yes, Tom Kenny is an American actor, voice actor, comedian, and voice director, most known for his work in the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise where he voices SpongeBob, Gary the Snail, and the French narrator, and also sings. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Voice actor. He's a prominent voice actor, particularly recognized for his roles in SpongeBob SquarePants. Characters. He voices SpongeBob, Gary the Snail, and the French narrator in the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise. Other roles. He also portrays Patchy the Pirate in special episodes and Nickelodeon commercials. Singer. He has also sung in the SpongeBob franchise. Other shows. He has also been in Rick and Morty and Adventure Time. Yes, the lyrics "Throw all your dreams down the well" are present in the SpongeBob SquarePants song Down the Well, also known as the Wishing Well song. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Song title. The song is called Down the Well, or Wishing You Well. Lyrics. The lyrics include the line "Take a penny and some magic, even though your life is tragic, you can throw all your dreams down the well." Episode. The song is featured in the episode All That Glitters / Wishing You Well. Origin. The song is a sea shanty borrowed from an Old England / English sea shanty from 1867 titled Blow the Man Down. Yes. Yes, Jess Harnell, Rob Paulson, and Tress MacNeille are indeed the voices of Wacko, Yakko, and Dot Warner respectively, in the animated series Animaniacs. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Rob Paulson voices Yakko Warner and Pinky. Jess Harnell voices Wacko Warner. Tress MacNeille voices Dot Warner. Maurice LaMarche voices the Brain. The Animaniacs TV series ran from 1993 to 1998. The revival of the 1993 TV series Animaniacs created by Tom Ruegger. The new series sees the return of the Warner siblings, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, voiced respectively by their original voice actors, Rob Paulson, Jess Harnell, and Tress MacNeille, and Pinky and the Brain voiced by their respective original voice actors. Jeff Gordon is a retired NASCAR driver, while Jeff Fisher is a voice actor known for his work in video games like The Last of Us and Mass Effect. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Jeff Gordon, a highly decorated NASCAR driver, known for his time with Hendrick Motorsports and the number 24 Chevrolet. Won 4 Cup Series championships 1997, 1998, 2000, and 2001. Considered one of the most popular and successful drivers in NASCAR history. Retired from full-time racing in 2015, but remains involved with NASCAR through various roles. Jeff Fisher, a voice actor with a notable career in video games and animation. Known for his roles as characters like The Last of Us and Mass Effect. Has also worked on other video games and animated projects. Pierre Coffin, a French animator director, voice actor and producer, is best known for co-directing the Despicable Me franchise and voicing the Minions, and also voiced the museum director in Despicable Me 3. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Known for co-directing Despicable Me 2, Minions, and Despicable Me 3, as well as voicing the Minions. Voice roles. He voiced Kevin, Bob Stewart, and other Minions in the Despicable Me franchise. Museum director. He also provided the voice for the museum director in Despicable Me 3. Other credits. He has worked on various animated films and TV series, including We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, Pings, and Pat at Stanley. Born Pierre-Louis Padang Coffin, March 16, 1967. Nationality. French. Occupation. Animator, director, voice actor, producer, writer. Jeff Stewart contributed to King of the Hill in multiple capacities. He worked as a storyboard artist for several episodes, and also provided voice acting for various characters according to his LinkedIn profile. Specifically, he was involved in episodes like Leanne's Saga and Escape from Party Island, as indicated on IMDb. Additionally, he voiced characters in other animated shows like The Mr. Men Show and Family Guy. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Storyboard artist. Jeff Stewart's role in the show's art department is evident from his credits on episodes like Leanne's Saga and Escape from Party Island, where he is listed as a storyboard artist. Voice actor. He also contributed to the show's voice acting, with his work extending to other animated projects like The Mr. Men Show and Family Guy. Other animated shows. His career includes work on other animated series, including The Simpsons, Phineas and Ferb, Milo Murphy's Law, and The Mr. Men Show. Andrew Stanton is a renowned American filmmaker known for his work at Pixar Animation Studios. He is a director, screenwriter, producer, and occasional voice actor. His most notable works include directing and writing Finding Nemo and WALL-E. In contrast, Andrew Ten is a medical professional, specifically a radiologist specializing in general body imaging and musculoskeletal diagnostics. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Andrew Stanton. Filmography. He's been a key figure at Pixar, contributing to films like Toy Story: A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., and the aforementioned Finding Nemo and WALL-E. Awards. He won Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature for both Finding Nemo and WALL-E. Current projects. He's currently directing a sci-fi drama called In the Blink of an Eye for Searchlight Pictures, with principal photography completed in April 2024. Andrew Ten. Medical specialization. He is a medical doctor specializing in radiology with a focus on general body imaging and musculoskeletal diagnostics. Board certifications. He is certified by the American Board of Radiology. Education and training. He completed his medical education at the University of California at Davis School of Medicine and undertook residency and fellowship training. Yes, the Wolf Films logo, now known as Wolf Entertainment, prominently features a howling wolf. The logo showcases a silhouette of a wolf standing against a dark background, howling at a moon, often set against a night sky. There's an earlier animated version where the wolf is also shown howling towards the viewer. The howling sound effect is a key component of the logo's audio design. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Visuals. The logo features a silhouetted wolf, typically depicted on a dark background with a moon in the sky. Action. The wolf is shown howling, a distinctive action that has been consistently present in the logo's various iterations. Sound. The howling sound of a wolf is a prominent sound effect used in conjunction with the visual logo. Evolution. The logo has evolved over time, with an earlier version featuring animation of the wolf howling towards the viewer, and a more recent version that is more realistic. Name change. The company was originally called Wolf Films but rebranded to Wolf Entertainment in 2019. Yes, the Wolf Films logo does feature a silhouette wolf. It shows a wolf standing on a dark ground against a dark red sky with stars, howling at a white moon. The company name is superimposed over this scene. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Visuals. The logo depicts a wolf silhouetted against a night sky. Background. The background is a dark red with a few stars, and a white moon is visible. Text. The company name Wolf Films is displayed in a blue serif font with white shadows. Howling. The wolf is shown howling at the moon. Variations. There are variations of the logo, including early versions full screen, close-up widescreen, and enhanced HD versions according to the Audiovisual Identity Database. There's also a Portuguese variant, and an in-credit version for Law and Order UK. Yes, the Wolf Films logo includes the sound of a wolf howling. It's a distinctive audio element used in the logo's animation. The logo also features a visual of a wolf standing on a hill under a moonlit sky, and the howling sound is a key part of the overall effect. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Visuals. The logo depicts a silhouette of a wolf against a dark background with a moon and stars. Audio. The primary sound effect is a wolf howling, often accompanied by crickets chirping, especially in earlier versions. Variations. There have been some variations in the logo's visuals and audio over time. For example, the background color might shift, and some versions have a slightly different howl. Generic themes. Networks like NBC, CBS, and ABC often play their own generic theme music over the logo, overriding the standard sound effects. DreamWorks Animation switched from Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, to Intel chips as they transitioned to producing all 3D movies. This move was driven by the increased computing power required for 3D animation, and Intel was chosen due to its superior performance and roadmap, particularly with the upcoming Nehalem processor and Larabi graphics chip. The switch also involved a strategic alliance for 3D filmmaking technology. Here's a more detailed breakdown. 3D animation demands. 3D movies require significantly more processing power than traditional 2D animation, as each frame needs to be rendered for both the left and right eye, potentially taking up to 16 hours to process a single frame. DreamWorks' previous relationship with AMD. DreamWorks had been working with AMD since 2005, but the shift to all 3D animation prompted a reevaluation of their technology needs. Intel's advantages. DreamWorks cited Intel's superior performance, particularly with the Nehalem processor and Larabi graphics chip, as key factors in the decision. Strategic alliance. Intel and DreamWorks formed a partnership to leverage Intel's processing technologies for 3D filmmaking, including future chips with multiple cores. Impact on workflow. The switch to Intel aimed to significantly reduce rendering times, potentially allowing artists to work in real time and see their creations much faster. Financial incentives. While not explicitly detailed, some publications suggest Intel may have offered financial or other incentives that AMD couldn't match. Long-term implications. The move could have long-term implications for AMD, as DreamWorks animation tools were likely optimized for Intel's architecture, potentially making it difficult for AMD to re-enter the market with its own solutions. An editorial associate production manager oversees the production process of editorial content, ensuring it meets quality standards and is delivered on time and within budget. They coordinate with various teams, including editorial, design, and production, to manage schedules, workflows, and budgets. They are responsible for maintaining consistency in style and tone, and often involved in quality control, proofreading, and final review. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Key responsibilities. Project management. Managing the production process from manuscript to final publication, including timelines, budgets, and resource allocation. Coordination. Working with editors, designers, authors, and other stakeholders to ensure smooth workflow and communication. Quality control. Reviewing content for accuracy, consistency, and adherence to style guidelines. Production oversight. Ensuring that all materials are prepared, edited, and formatted to high standards. Deadline management. Enforcing deadlines and ensuring timely delivery of content. Budget management. Monitoring and managing production costs. Vendor management. Working with external vendors, such as printers and freelancers, to ensure quality and efficiency. Content optimization. Implementing new tools and systems to improve production processes. Editorial calendar management. May be involved in creating and managing the editorial calendar according to ZipRecruiter. Maintaining consistency. Ensuring that the tone and style of the content are consistent throughout the production process, according to ZipRecruiter. A PaintFix production supervisor oversees the daily operations of a paint production line, ensuring schedules are met and products meet quality standards. They are responsible for coordinating work assignments, monitoring inventory, troubleshooting issues, and maintaining safety compliance. They also lead team meetings, provide training, and track performance metrics. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Responsibilities. Production management. Supervising the painting process, ensuring efficient workflow and adherence to production schedules. Quality control. Monitoring product quality and ensuring it meets established standards. Inventory management. Tracking raw materials and supplies and ensuring adequate stock levels. Troubleshooting. Identifying and resolving issues related to the production process or equipment. Safety compliance. Ensuring all operations adhere to safety regulations and protocols. Team leadership. Leading, motivating, and developing a team of production staff. Performance management. Tracking key performance indicators, KPIs, and identifying areas for improvement. Communication. Effectively communicating with team members, other departments, and management. Process improvement. Identifying areas for operational improvement and implementing solutions. Skills and qualifications. Experience. Prior experience in a supervisory role, preferably in a paint or manufacturing environment. Technical knowledge. Understanding of paint manufacturing processes, equipment, and related safety regulations. Leadership skills. Ability to lead, motivate, and develop a team. Problem-solving skills. Ability to identify and resolve issues effectively. Communication skills. Excellent written and verbal communication skills. Organizational skills. Ability to manage multiple tasks and prioritize effectively. Attention to detail. Ensuring high standards of quality and accuracy. Knowledge of lean manufacturing. Understanding of lean principles and continuous improvement methodologies. In essence, a PaintFix production supervisor is a key leader in the production process, responsible for ensuring efficient, high-quality paint production while maintaining a safe and positive work environment. A central production supervisor typically oversees the production floor operations to ensure the efficient and safe execution of the production schedule. This role involves managing staff, equipment, and inventory, while maintaining quality, safety, and sanitation standards. They also play a crucial role in training, performance management, and driving continuous improvement within the production team. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Key responsibilities: supervising production operations, managing daily production activities, ensuring adherence to schedules, and coordinating resources. Team management, leading and developing a team of production personnel, including hiring, training, and performance management. Quality and safety, maintaining strict adherence to quality standards, safety regulations, and sanitation procedures. Resource management, overseeing equipment, inventory, and staffing needs to optimize production efficiency. Process improvement, identifying areas for improvement in production processes, implementing changes, and contributing to increased efficiency and quality. Collaboration, working with other departments like engineering, quality control, and supply chain to resolve issues and support production goals. In the context of River Groveville, given the location in River Groveville, a central production supervisor might work in a manufacturing facility, a food processing plant, or another production-oriented environment. They would be responsible for the smooth functioning of the production line, ensuring that products are produced on time, within budget, and to the required quality standards. They might also be involved in implementing lean manufacturing principles and continuous improvement initiatives. There are multiple individuals named Mike Smith and Mike Myers. Mike Myers is best known as the actor who played Austin Powers and Wayne Campbell. Mike Smith has various identities, including a saxophonist/keyboardist for Blur and Gorillaz, and a former NBA player. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Mike Myers, actor. Most famously known for his roles as Austin Powers, Wayne Campbell in Wayne's World, and more. Canadian. He is of Canadian descent and has a prominent place in the history of American film. Mike Smith, musician. Plays saxophone and keyboards for Blur and Gorillaz. Composer/arranger. Has been involved in scoring film scores and working with other musicians. Former NBA player. Briefly played in the NBA for the Wizards in the 2000-2001 season. Obituary. There is an obituary for Michael Mike Smith, a man who was a vet tech, park ranger, and horse lover who passed away on March 17, 2025. Yes, cloth and hair simulation are often considered character effects, CFX in animation, and game development. These simulations add realism and believability to characters by mimicking how clothing and hair would naturally move and interact with the environment and other elements. Here's a more detailed explanation. Character effects, CFX. CFX encompasses the simulation of various dynamic elements on characters, including cloth, hair, and sometimes even body fat or other soft materials. Cloth simulation. This involves creating digital models of clothing and simulating how they react to forces like gravity, wind, and movement. This includes things like wrinkles, folds, and how the fabric drapes and flows. Hair simulation. Similar to cloth, hair simulation focuses on creating digital hair that behaves realistically. This includes simulating how it moves in the wind, interacts with clothing, and responds to gravity. Importance of CFX. CFX is crucial for making characters feel more lifelike and immersive. It helps to convey a sense of weight, texture, and movement that is essential for engaging the audience. Performance considerations. Implementing cloth and hair simulations can be computationally expensive, especially when dealing with complex designs or large numbers of characters. Optimizing these simulations is a key challenge for CFX artists. Art direction. CFX artists often work closely with the animation and art teams to achieve a specific look and feel. They might use reference footage of real-world materials or develop custom rigs to meet the desired aesthetic. Rob Paulsen voiced Stanley Ipkiss / The Mask in the animated TV series The Mask 1995-1997, a role that was originally played by Jim Carrey in the live-action film, and he has noted receiving feedback from producers and directors to emulate Carrey's performance. Here's a more detailed explanation. The connection. Rob Paulsen, a well-known voice actor, took on the role of Stanley Ipkiss / The Mask in the animated television series The Mask, which was based on the live-action film starring Jim Carrey, emulating the performance. During the production of the animated series, Paulsen recalls receiving notes from producers and directors suggesting he try to emulate Carrey's performance. Paulsen's response. Paulsen eventually voiced his frustration, stating that the reason they hired him was because they couldn't afford Carrey, and if they only wanted him to be Carrey, he might not be the right fit. Apology and change. After Paulsen voiced his concerns, the producers and directors apologized, and he never received any further notes about emulating Carrey's performance. The question "Did the female narratives The Endless Alphabet" is a bit unclear, but it seems to be asking if the mobile game Endless Alphabet has a narrative focused on female characters or stories. The game, designed to help children learn letter sounds and build vocabulary, does not feature a narrative centered on female characters or stories, but rather focuses on educational content. Here's a more detailed explanation. Endless Alphabet is a puzzle game created by Originator to help children learn letter sounds and build vocabulary. The game's primary focus is on educational content, not on a narrative or story. It features a word game that teaches children letters and includes 100 words to explore and learn. The game is designed to be engaging and fun for young children, while also being educational. It is a puzzle mobile game. Kevin Michael Richardson and Jeff Bennett are both prominent voice actors, known for their work in animation and video games. They have collaborated on several projects, including the animated series Road Rovers. Richardson is recognized for his deep, resonant voice, often playing villains and strong characters, while Bennett is known for a wider range of voices and character types. Here's a bit more about each of them. Kevin Michael Richardson. Distinctive voice. Known for his deep, booming voice, which has been used for both heroes and villains in various animated series and films. Notable roles. Includes Captain Gantu in the Lilo and Stitch franchise, the Joker in the Batman animated series, and voices in Mortal Kombat, both the 1995 film and the 2020 animated movie. Versatility. While often cast as powerful characters, he also voices more comedic roles like Lester Crinklesack and Cleveland Brown Jr. Jeff Bennett. Versatile voice actor. Can perform a wide range of voices and character types. Extensive credits. Has voiced characters in numerous animated series, including Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, and the Powerpuff Girls. Popular characters. Notable for voicing characters like Kowalski in The Penguins of Madagascar and Jitters in the new Woody Woodpecker Show. Yes, both Jeff Bennett and Rob Paulsen are indeed American voice actors and singers. They have both contributed extensively to the world of voice acting in animated films, television shows, and video games. Here's a bit more about each of them. Jeff Bennett. He is known for his roles as Johnny Bravo, Dexter's dad, and Kowalski in The Penguins of Madagascar. He has voiced characters in numerous other animated series, including Dexter's Laboratory, The Land Before Time, and Jake and the Neverland Pirates. In addition to voice acting, he is also a singer. Rob Paulsen. He is recognized for voicing Raphael and Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons, Yakko Warner in Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain. He has also voiced characters in The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Goof Troop, and various Disney projects. Like Jeff Bennett, he is also a singer. Bob Peterson and Bill Farmer are both voice actors, and they are known for their work with Pixar and Disney Animation. Bob Peterson voiced Roz in Monsters Incorporated. Bill Farmer is the voice of Goofy and has voiced other characters in Pixar and Disney movies. Here's a bit more about each of them. Bob Peterson. According to Disney, Bob Peterson started as a storyboard supervisor for Pixar before voicing Roz in Monsters Incorporated. He has also directed several Pixar films and has voiced various other characters, including Doug in Up and Doug Days. Bill Farmer. Bill Farmer is known for voicing Goofy in numerous Disney films and television shows. He also provides voices for various other characters in Pixar and Disney projects, including in Cars. Samuel L. Jackson and Rob Paulsen are both actors, but they are known for different types of roles and have different career paths. Samuel L. Jackson is a renowned character actor known for his powerful performances in action and dramatic films. Rob Paulsen is a voice actor known for his work in animated television shows and films. Here's a bit more about each of them. Samuel L. Jackson, known for his iconic roles in films like Pulp Fiction, The Avengers, and the Star Wars franchise. Acting style. Characterized by his intense and charismatic delivery. Rob Paulsen, known for his voice work in animated shows like The Ren and Stimpy Show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Pinky and the Brain. Voice acting style. Versatile, with a range of characters from comedic to heroic. Yes, Jeff Bennett, Jim Cummings, and Rob Paulsen are all American voice actors known for their work in animated television and film. Here's a bit more about each of them. Jeff Bennett, he's well known for voicing Johnny Bravo, Dr. Hamsterville from Lilo and Stitch, Kowalski from The Penguins of Madagascar, and many other characters. Jim Cummings, he's a prolific voice actor known for his work on shows like The Smurfs, as Smurf, Brave Little Toaster, and The Rugrats. Rob Paulsen, he's famous for voicing characters like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain and Demolition Dude from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, Jeff Bennett, Jim Cummings, and Rob Paulsen are all American voice actors and singers known for their work in animated films, television shows, and video games. Here's a bit more about each of them. Jeff Bennett. He is known for voicing Johnny Bravo, based on Elvis Presley voice, Dr. Hamsterville from Lilo and Stitch, and Petrie from The Land Before Time. Jim Cummings. He has a long and diverse voice acting career, known for roles like Winnie the Pooh and Darkwing Duck. Rob Paulsen. He is known for his work on shows like The Simpsons and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jeff Bennett, Jim Cummings, and Rob Paulsen are all prominent American voice actors. They have collectively worked on numerous animated series, movies, and video games, often appearing together in various projects. Here's a bit more about each of them. Jeff Bennett, known for roles like Johnny Bravo, Brooklyn on Gargoyles, and the man with the yellow hat in Curious George. Jim Cummings, famous for voicing characters like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and Pete in various Disney productions. Rob Paulsen, recognizable for characters like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, Raphael in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Yakko Warner in Animaniacs. Yes, Jeffrey Glenn Jeff Bennett, born in Houston, Texas, is an American voice actor and singer, best known for voicing Johnny Bravo in the series of the same name. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice roles. He has voiced numerous characters in various animated films, television shows, and video games. Notable roles. Johnny Bravo. Dexter's dad in Dexter's Laboratory. Dr. Jock von Hamsterville in Lilo and Stitch the series. Petrie in The Land Before Time. Mr. Smee in Return to Neverland and Kingdom Hearts. Kowalski in The Penguins of Madagascar. Ace, Grubber, and Big Billy in the Powerpuff Girls. Other roles. He has also appeared in live-action roles, such as Gordy and Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Awards and recognition. He has received an Annie Award and a Daytime Emmy Award for his work in the industry. Star Wars roles. He voiced characters in multiple Star Wars video games including Bren Tanter, Imperial Officer, Clone Troopers, Count Dooku, Jango Fett, Kyle Katarn, and Darth Revan. Yes, Jeffrey Glenn Jeff Bennett, born in Houston, Texas on October 2, 1962, is an American voice actor and singer known for voicing characters like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's dad. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting career. Bennett has a long and impressive resume in voice acting, having voiced over 100 television characters and appearing in over 200 television shows. Notable roles. Johnny Bravo. He is best known for voicing the titular character in the animated series of the same name, Dexter's Laboratory. He voiced Dexter and Dee Dee's dad. Other characters. He has also voiced characters in shows like the Powerpuff Girls, Earthworm Jim, Gargoyles Lilo, and Stitch the Penguins of Madagascar, and Curious George. Star Wars franchise. He has also provided voices for characters in the Star Wars franchise, including Bren Tanter and Kyle Katarn. Singing career. In addition to voice acting, Bennett is also a singer, and he has used his singing voice in various animated films and television shows. Other notable roles. Mr. Centipede in James and the Giant Peach. Mr. Smee in Return to Neverland. Tramp, Trusty, Jock and the Dogcatcher and Lady, and the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure. Dr. Hamsterville in the Lilo and Stitch franchise. Mayor Turkey Lurkey in Chicken Little the video game. Yes, Jeffrey Glenn Jeff Bennett is an American voice actor and singer, best known for his voice roles in animated films, television shows, and video games including Johnny Bravo. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting. Jeff Bennett has voiced over 100 television characters and has appeared in over 200 television shows. Notable roles. Johnny Bravo in the television series of the same name. Dexter and Dee Dee's dad from Dexter's Laboratory. Raj in Camp Lazlo. Various characters in films, television shows, and video games from Warner Bros. Animation, Hanna-Barbera, Cartoon Network, and other Warner Bros. Discovery-related media. He also voiced characters in Disney productions like Mr. Centipede in James and the Giant Peach, Mr. Smee in Return to Neverland, and others. Other roles. He has also appeared on camera in films like Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood 1988, and Cohen and Tate 1989. Singing voice. He provided the singing voice of Mr. Centipede in James and the Giant Peach. Yes, Jeff Bennett is an American voice actor known for voicing characters in shows like Johnny Bravo, Curious George, and Batman the Brave and the Bold, among others. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Born October 2, 1962, in Houston, Texas. Notable roles. Johnny Bravo, The Man with the Yellow Hat, Curious George. Joker and other characters, Batman the Brave and the Bold. Dorcas, Planet Sheen. Kalski, The Penguins of Madagascar. Red Tornado, Young Justice. Keswick, Larry and Ollie Tuff Puppy. Cyril, The Legend of Spyro. Ixter, Samurai Jack. JB, Pins Needles and Cage Juju, Tack and the Power of Juju. Ace, Big Billy Pickloids, Broccoloids and Grubber, The Powerpuff Girls. Raj, Camp Lazlo. Bren Tanter, Star Wars Force Commander. Kyle Katarn, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Darth Revan, Star Wars The Old Republic. Plume Striker, Lego Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures. Other notable appearances. Dexter's Laboratory. Scooby-Doo. Adventure Time. Regular Show. Transformers, Dark of the Moon. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, Peppermint Larry. Awards. He won an Annie Award for Outstanding Individual Achievement for voice acting in a television production for his role as Kalski. Yes, Jeff Bennett is an American voice actor and singer known for voicing characters in shows like Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, and The Land Before Time. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Noted for. He's particularly recognized for his work as the voice of Johnny Bravo, Dexter's dad, and Petrie in The Land Before Time. Other roles. He has also voiced characters in shows like The Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Lilo, and Stitch the Penguins of Madagascar, and Gargoyles, among many others. Star Wars. He also provided voices for characters in the Star Wars franchise, including Bren Tanter and Kyle Katarn. Awards. Bennett has received an Annie Award for his role in The Penguins of Madagascar and an Emmy Award for his role in Transformers Rescue Bots. Born. Jeffrey Glenn Bennett was born on October 2, 1962 in Houston, Texas. Yes, Jeff Bergman is an American voice actor known for voicing characters in Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, and Hanna-Barbera. And he has also done some singing, including performing live with orchestras. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting. He is known for voicing characters like Bugs Bunny, Fred Flintstone, Yogi Bear, and Droopy. He has worked on projects like Space Jam: A New Legacy, Tiny Toons Looniversity, and Our Cartoon President. He has also voiced characters in Looney Tunes cartoons, Tom and Jerry, and the Flintstones. He has voiced characters in Skylanders as Zap. Singing/musical performances. He has performed live with the Boston Pops and the Pacific Symphony narrating Peter and the Wolf. He is also known for his work in commercials, including for brands like Starkist, Charlie the Tuna, Post Pebbles cereals, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble, and Nike and Xbox, Bugs Bunny. Other roles. He has voiced characters in Family Guy. He has voiced characters in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. He has voiced characters in Marvel's What If. Yes, Jim Cummings is an American voice actor known for his work in animated films, television, and video games, including roles like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Darkwing Duck. Here's a more detailed look at his career. American voice actor. James Jonah Jim Cummings is an American voice actor, singer, and podcaster, born in Youngstown, Ohio on November 3, 1952. Extensive filmography. He has appeared in almost 400 roles in films, television, and video games. Disney roles. He is best known for his work on Disney productions, including the voices of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and Pete. Other notable roles. He has also voiced characters in other animated series and movies, such as Fuzzy Lumpkins from the Powerpuff Girls, Mayor Quatter from The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, and the Tasmanian Devil. Nickelodeon. He has also voiced characters for Nickelodeon, including Cap and Betty and Attila the Hun on The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. Video games. He has also provided voices for several video games, including Star Trek: Starfleet Academy and Baldur's Gate. Yes, Jim Cummings is a well-known American voice actor, singer, and podcaster with a career spanning almost 400 roles, including iconic characters like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Darkwing Duck. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Early life and career. Born James Jonah Cummings on November 3, 1952, in Youngstown, Ohio. Voice acting. He's known for his work on animated productions by the Walt Disney Company, including voicing characters like Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and Pete. Other notable roles. He's also voiced characters in shows like The Powerpuff Girls, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, CatDog, and Chalk Zone. Video games. He has also voiced characters in video games such as Star Trek: Starfleet Academy and Lightning Returns: Final Fantasy XIII. Other projects. He's also a singer and podcaster, and has done narration for various projects, including trailers for the Rugrats movie and Hey Arnold the movie. Imitations. He is known for his ability to emulate the voices of Sterling Holloway, Winnie the Pooh, and Paul Winchell Tigger. Rob Paulsen is a well-known American voice actor and singer, best known for his roles in animated television series. He has voiced characters like Raphael in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Yakko and Pinky in Animaniacs/Pinky and the Brain, and Brick and Boomer in the Powerpuff Girls. He has also voiced characters in other animated series like Jimmy Neutron and Jungle Cubs. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Early career. Paulsen began his career with roles in various animated series, including the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where he voiced Raphael, Animaniacs, and beyond. He became a prominent figure in animation with his roles in Animaniacs, voicing Yakko, Warner, and Pinky, as well as Dr. Scratch and Sniff. He also voiced Carl Wheezer in Jimmy Neutron and Gordon and Caught Scratch. The Powerpuff Girls. Paulsen also voiced major characters in the Powerpuff Girls, including Major Glory, Brick, and Boomer. Other roles. He has also voiced characters in various other animated series such as Jungle Cubs and video games. Ongoing work. Paulson continues to voice characters in various animated series and video games, and he is also involved in projects like the Animaniacs Live Tour. Yes, Frank Welker is an American actor who is well known for his extensive work in voice acting, particularly in animated films and television series. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting career. Frank Welker has voiced numerous characters in various animated projects, including those for Marvel and DC Comics. Marvel characters. He has voiced characters like Hulk/Banner, Beast, Thing, and Crossbones in animated series like Hulk and the Agents of Smash, Avengers Assemble, Marvel Spider-Man, and Ultimate Spider-Man. DC characters. He has voiced characters like Bane, Solomon Grundy, Deathstroke, Gorilla Grodd, and Killer Croc in DC animated series such as Batman the Brave and the Bold, and DC Girls. Other notable roles. He has also voiced characters in shows like Family Guy, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show. Frank Knuckles. Frank Knuckles is a musician/producer, most known for being a drummer-percussionist with the legendary hip-hop band The Roots. Yes, Frank Welker is a renowned American voice actor and singer, known for his prolific work in animation voicing characters in shows like Scooby-Doo, Transformers, and Futurama. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting career. Welker has voiced over 800 different characters in animated films, television shows, video games, and commercials. Notable roles. Scooby-Doo. He has voiced Fred Jones in almost every animated incarnation of the character, and has been the voice of Scooby-Doo since 2002. Transformers. He is known for voicing Megatron, Galvatron, and Soundwave. Other notable characters. He has also voiced characters in The Real Ghostbusters, Inspector Gadget, Curious George, Garfield, and Futurama. Singer. While primarily known for his voice acting, Welker is also a singer. He has contributed to the soundtracks of some of the shows he has worked on. Long-standing career. Welker's voice acting career began in 1969, the same year as the inception of Scooby-Doo, and he remains the only voice actor to have been involved in the franchise since its beginning. Other work. Besides voice acting, Welker has also contributed character voices and vocal effects to American television and motion pictures. Yes, Jess Harnell is an American voice actor, singer, and musician, known for roles like Wacko Warner in Animaniacs and Ironhide in the Transformers movie franchise. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting. Harnell is known for his voice work in animated series and video games including Wacko Warner in Animaniacs, Crash Bandicoot and the Crash Bandicoot video game franchise, Ironhide in the Transformers movie franchise, Chili the Snowman and Doc McStuffins, Cedric the Sorcerer in Sofia the First, Captain Hero in Drawn Together, Jerry in the first 2 seasons of Totally Spies. Other roles. He has also announced America's Funniest Home Videos since 1998. He is also a singer and musician. Star Wars. He also voiced Ki-Adi-Mundi and Darth Maul in some Star Wars video games. Other notable roles. Tosh Gopher in the Looney Tunes show, Taxicrab in Jungle Junction, Wotan Bassett in Adventures in Odyssey, Grim Gloom in the 7D. Yes, Kevin Michael Richardson is an American actor and voice actor known for his deep voice and extensive work in animation, video games, and film. While he is primarily known as a voice actor, he also has a career as a live-action actor. Here's a more detailed look at his career. Voice acting. Richardson is best known for his voice work, particularly in animated series and video games. He has voiced numerous characters including Captain Gantu and Lilo and Stitch, Cleveland Brown Jr. on The Cleveland Show, and Roadblock on G.I. Joe, among many others. Live-action acting. In addition to his voice work, Richardson has also acted in live-action films and television shows. He is known for his role as a police officer in Clerks II. Other notable roles. Richardson has also voiced characters in films like Mortal Kombat: The Matrix Revolutions and Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. In the Toy Story franchise, the character Rex is voiced by Wallace Shawn in most appearances. However, Jeff Bennett also voices Rex in some specific instances such as the Tiny Toy Stories series according to the Pixar Wiki. Additionally, according to the Heroes Wiki, Jason J. Lewis voices Rex in some commercials and Earl Boen voiced him in Toy Story 2 the video game, Toy Story Racer, and Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. Yes, the early version of the 1989 Wolf Films logo is animated and includes the sound of an owl hooting. The original logo, which debuted on September 21, 1989, features a wolf howling at the moon in a night or sunset sky. The standard audio track includes a stock sound effect of a wolf howling and crickets chirping. However, there is an earlier animated variant, used on some initial productions such as Christine Cromwell and Nasty Boys, where the moon actually rises and the wolf silhouette is animated to howl, and this version's audio track specifically features more cricket sounds, as well as an owl hooting. David W. Allen was a prominent American stop-motion animator. He was known for his work on films such as The Howling Twilight Zone the movie and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. However, the credits for the 2006 film Over the Hedge do not list David Allen as an effects animator credited or uncredited. The credits list several effects animators, but David Allen is not among them. David Cairo Sebrian is listed under visual effects for the film. Therefore, based on the current search results, David W. Allen was not involved in the effects animation for Over the Hedge. Tara Strong and Tara Meyer are both Canadian-American actresses. However, they are separate individuals. Tara Strong is a voice actress known for her work in animated series like The Fairly Odd Parents and Rugrats. Tara Meyer, on the other hand, is also an actress with credits in movies like Beverly Hills Broke. In the original 2-disc special edition DVD of Shrek 2001, Disc 1 contains the film in full screen format and offers audio in Dolby Digital 5.1 and 2.0 surround sound in English, French, and Spanish. However, the Deets audio option is only available on Disc 2, which contains the widescreen version of the film. The Deets soundtrack offers a richer and bolder sound experience, particularly noticeable during the music and action sequences. This difference between the discs means that if you want to experience the Deets soundtrack, you need to watch the widescreen version on Disc 2. Later single-disc revisions of the DVD may not include the Deets soundtrack or the widescreen aspect ratio, focusing on the film and some special features. So if you're looking for the Deets audio experience, ensure you have the original 2-disc special edition DVD and use Disc 2. Yes, Tom Hanks and Tim Allen have voiced Woody and Buzz Lightyear in the Toy Story film series. Their involvement with the characters extends to most, but not all, of the Toy Story animated productions. Tom Hanks voices the cowboy doll Woody in all 4 main Toy Story films. However, his brother Jim Hanks voices Woody in video games, theme park attractions, and other related merchandise. Tim Allen voices the Space Ranger action figure Buzz Lightyear in all the main Toy Story films. The only film in the franchise where Allen did not voice Buzz Lightyear was the 2022 spin-off movie Lightyear, where Chris Evans voiced the character instead. The decision to recast was made to distinguish the real Space Ranger from the toy version. Yes, the credits for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie include the Los Angeles crew. Explanation: the Los Angeles crew worked on the animation, storyboarding, and other aspects of the movie. The movie's creator, Steven Hillenburg, originally wanted to end the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise after the movie was released. However, Nickelodeon wanted more episodes due to the franchise's popularity. Jeff Whittle and Jeff Bennett are not typically paired in a specific context. However, there is a Jeffrey Whittle who is a physician and professor, and there are multiple individuals named Jeff Bennett, including an astronomer and author, and other professionals. More context is needed to determine if there is a connection between them. The ninth season of the television series Arthur was originally broadcast on PBS Kids Go in the United States from December 27, 2004 to April 8, 2005, and contains 10 episodes. Cameron Ansel replaced Mark Rendell as the voice of Arthur. Jessica Cardoz replaced Patricia Rodriguez as the voice of Sue Ellen Armstrong. Eleanor Noble replaced Evan Smirning as the voice of George, and Paul Stewart Brown replaced Alex Hood as Brain. However, Brown shared this with Alex Hood, who also voiced Brain since season 7. But in seasons 10 and 11, Brown provides Brain alone. This is also the last season where Alex Hood voices Brain, as well as the first season where Cookie Jar Entertainment produced this series after the Cinar Cookie Jar rebrand. It produced the series until the end of season 15, when it merged with DHX Media. Let's break down the information about David Spade and David Yanover. David Spade, American comedian and actor. Overview. David Spade is a well-known American comedian, actor, and podcaster. His comedy often uses sarcasm and self-deprecation. Notable work. He has appeared in over 60 films, including Grown Ups, Joe Dirt, and Tommy Boy. He is also recognized for roles in TV shows such as Rules of Engagement, Just Shoot Me, and Saturday Night Live. Other recognizable film roles include Grandma's Boy, Black Sheep with Chris Farley, and The Wrong Missy. Awards. David Spade has received nominations for 4 Primetime Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards for his television work. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for his supporting role in Just Shoot Me in 1999 and 2000. He has also won an MTV Movie and TV Award for Best Duo. Personal life. He attended Sahuaro High School, Arizona State University, and Scottsdale Community College. His siblings are Andy Spade and Brian Spade. He has a child named Harper Spade. Other projects. He hosted the late-night talk show Lights Out with David Spade on Comedy Central. He also hosted and produced the game show Snake Oil. David Yanover, post-production supervisor. Profession. David Yanover is a post-production supervisor. Notable projects. He has worked on numerous animated films including Dogman 2025, The Wild Robot 2024, Kung Fu Panda 4 2024, Trolls Band Together 2023, Puss in Boots The Last Wish 2022, The Bad Guys 2022, The Boss Baby Family Business 2021, The Croods A New Age 2020, Abominable 2019, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World 2019, Captain Underpants The First Epic Movie 2017, Monsters vs. Aliens 2009, Shark Tale 2004, IMDb. He is listed as a production manager on IMDb with many credits. His work is mainly in animation, especially with DreamWorks Animation. Other roles. David Yanover has also worked as an assistant editor on projects such as Trolls World Tour and Abominable. He is also credited as a production manager and producer for some earlier films, including Tainik U Krasnik Kamni 1973. One IMDb listing for David Yanover shows birth and death dates, possibly referring to a different person with the same name involved in filmmaking in the Soviet Union. However, based on the other information, the David Yanover who is a post-production supervisor is the one associated with the animated movies mentioned earlier. In summary, David Spade is a well-known comedian and actor with a career in film and television. David Yanover is a post-production supervisor primarily working on animated movies. Both Bruce Willis and Bruce Wilson have careers in the entertainment industry, but in different capacities. Bruce Willis, retired American actor. Bruce Willis is a retired American actor known for his roles in a wide range of films, particularly action films like the Die Hard franchise. Other notable works include Pulp Fiction, The Sixth Sense, and Unbreakable. Retirement due to health. In 2022, Willis announced his retirement from acting after being diagnosed with aphasia, a disorder that affects communication skills. His family later shared that his condition progressed to frontotemporal dementia (FTD). FTD is a form of dementia impacting cognitive abilities, including communication skills. Bruce Wilson, FX engineer at DreamWorks. There is a Bruce Wilson who has worked as an FX engineer at DreamWorks Animation, according to IMDb. His listed credits include working in research and development for animation and rigging on The Croods 2013, and as a technical lead in research and development for B-Movie 2007. Other individuals named Bruce Wilson. It's important to note there are several individuals named Bruce Wilson in various professions, some of whom have also been involved in the entertainment industry, like acting in television shows such as Hawaii Five-0 or working in different roles behind the scenes. However, the specific information about an FX engineer at DreamWorks belongs to the Bruce Wilson mentioned in the bullet point above.